Every country in the world is in debt. The United States, unbelievably, is $38 trillion in debt. Japan is around $9 trillion. The European Union, $14 trillion. And this is not a situation that exists only for poor or impoverished countries. Oil-rich countries like Saudi Arabia are also in debt, as well as those breaking export records. And a question naturally comes to mind. If everyone is in debt, then who is receiving this money? The interesting part is this. Debt is not just a problem, as we tend to think. It is actually proof of how the modern world stays standing. Wars, crises, economic collapses, all of them are built on debt. Let's go back a bit in history. The idea of national debt did not begin in banks or stock markets. It was born in war. In 1694, England was at war with France. The money had run out. There was no gold. The king gathered the merchants. "Give me money now," he said, "and I will pay you regular interest from future taxes." The state began spending money it had not yet earned. In return, it gave a promise. That promise was so valuable that it became something that could be bought and sold. That is how government bonds were born. Then this idea spread across the world. France used it. The Netherlands developed it. America secured its independence and growth through it. After a while, debt was no longer a source of shame, but a sign of trust. If you can borrow, I can trust you. In history, empires used to take land for gold. Now they lend money for interest. When we arrive at today, the picture is even more surprising. You won't believe this. The world is in more than $315 trillion of total debt. And this debt increases by approximately $1 trillion every 100 days. Everyone is in debt. But at the same time, everyone is lending to someone else. Let's take the United States as an example. Most of its $38 trillion debt is not owed to China or foreigners, but to its own people and institutions. Banks, pension funds, giant insurance companies. Most importantly, even the American Central Bank. Yes, China and Japan also hold American securities, but only a small portion of the total debt. So America is mostly in debt to itself. Taxes are collected, interest is paid. That interest goes back into American retirement accounts. Money keeps circulating inside the system like a boomerang. And this is not something unique to America. Countries lend to each other, then that money waits in another country's interest-bearing assets, and then re-enters circulation. Everyone holds everyone else's bonds. It's a bit like a game where everyone at the table has borrowed their chips from someone else. The game continues as long as no one leaves the table. What about central banks? They are the lifeblood of this system. When a central bank buys bonds, it is actually creating new money. So every piece of money in our pockets comes tied to a written debt somewhere. There is no such thing as debt-free money, and the most critical part is this. Governments never plan to eliminate this debt. Really. But this is not a secret plan. It is what the system requires. Old debts are covered with new debts. Debt is rolled over. What gets paid is not always the principal, but the interest. Interest is like the rent of this system. And investors know this as well. No one expects America to completely pay off its debt, because that debt is one of the safest things in the world. If one day all debts were truly paid off, the system would collapse. Banks would be left without collateral. Money would evaporate. The economy would stop. So debt itself is not the problem. The problem is when debt becomes uncontrollable, and when trust breaks somewhere. We saw it in Greece. We saw it in Argentina. We saw it in Sri Lanka. When there is no money, debt becomes uncontrollable, and the price is always paid by the people. And in the end, we come to this. Saying we owe the debt to ourselves is not entirely true, because interest is not distributed equally to everyone. Taxes flow from the bottom to the top. Those who hold the debt always win. Those who pay it get squeezed. So debt is not only a transfer of power between countries, but also between people. And maybe the real question is this: can this system keep turning forever? No one knows the answer, but one thing is certain. This system stands not on debts that are paid back, but on promises that are believed in. When belief ends, everything ends.